The Bamboo and the Oak. A story of building self-discipline. Once upon a time, in a serene forest, there stood two trees side by side. A strong, mighty oak and a slender, flexible bamboo. They had been growing together for many years, but their paths were very different. The oak was proud of its towering height and sturdy trunk. Its roots were deep, and it stood firm through every storm. The oak believed that strength and stability were the most important qualities a tree could have. "I am invincible," it would often boast to the bamboo. "No wind can break me. No storm can topple me. I am the epitome of strength." The bamboo, on the other hand, was different. It wasn't as tall or strong as the oak, but it had learned to bend with the wind. Whenever the storms came, the bamboo would sway and bend, gracefully moving with the force, rather than trying to resist it. "You should learn to be like me," the bamboo would say to the oak. "Flexibility and resilience will get you through the toughest of times." One day, a terrible storm rolled into the forest. The sky darkened and powerful winds began to howl through the trees. The oak, as always, stood its ground, confident in its strength. But the wind grew stronger and stronger, howling mercilessly. At first, the oak stood tall, unyielding, but as the storm raged on, the oak began to creak. The mighty tree could not bend, and the wind was too powerful. With one final gust, the oak's massive trunk snapped, and it fell to the ground, its branches broken and scattered across the forest floor. The bamboo, however, swayed and bent with the wind. It didn't try to resist or fight the storm. Instead, it used its flexibility and resilience. When the storm finally passed, the bamboo was still standing, slightly bent but unbroken. As the forest settled back into calmness, the bamboo looked at the fallen oak and felt a deep sadness. It had witnessed the oak's downfall and remembered the oak's pride. The bamboo knew that while the oak had been strong, it lacked the discipline of flexibility and patience. Over the next few weeks, the bamboo focused on growing in the right direction. Every day, it bent slightly with the wind, learning to sway with the current rather than against it. It became more disciplined, more resilient, and more patient in its growth. Seasons passed, and the bamboo continued to grow. Over time, its roots grew deeper, its trunk thicker, and it became more stable, not through sheer strength, but through consistent, patient growth and self-discipline. The bamboo had learned that true strength doesn't come from brute force, but from the ability to adapt, grow, and remain steady through life's challenges. Years later, another storm approached. The bamboo stood tall, its new self-discipline giving it the strength it needed to face the wind. This time, it wasn't just a passive observer. It was a testament to the power of patience and resilience. The bamboo looked around at the forest and smiled, knowing that self-discipline, like its own steady growth, would always lead to success one day at a time. Moral of the story: self-discipline is not about brute strength or resistance. It is about adaptability, patience, and the ability to grow steadily and consistently, even through the toughest challenges. Building self-discipline is about learning to bend without breaking, staying steady in the face of adversity, and remaining resilient in the long run.